Hey everyone, welcome back to Tune In English. I'm Adam.
And I'm Anna. Great to have you here again.
So, Anna, I have to tell you something embarrassing that happened yesterday.
Oh no, whenever you start like that, I know it's gonna be good. What happened?
I was at a coffee shop, just a normal day. I walked up to the counter, smiled confidently, and said, "I will take a coffee, please."
Oh no.
Yeah, the moment the words left my mouth, something felt wrong.
I can imagine the pause already.
Exactly. The barista didn't say anything. She just smiled, handed me the coffee, and moved on to the next customer.
But inside, you were panicking.
Completely. My face got red. I could actually feel the heat in my cheeks.
Because deep down, you knew something was off.
Yes, that little voice in my head was screaming, that didn't sound right.
So now comes the big question. Were you wrong?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Was I wrong?
Well, in everyday English, you wouldn't usually say, I'll take a coffee.
Oh no.
You'd say, I'll get a coffee or I'll have a coffee.
So I've been saying it wrong this whole time?
Don't panic. This is a very common mistake, especially for English learners.
Really? I thought I was alone in this.
Not at all. I hear this mistake all the time.
But why did it feel so strange? She didn't correct me, but I felt like a criminal.
Because take a coffee sounds like you're grabbing it and running away.
Like a coffee thief.
Exactly.
Okay, that explains the weird feeling.
And that awkward coffee moment is actually perfect for today's topic.
Oh, this is today's topic?
Yes, get versus take.
The ultimate English showdown.
Two small words, huge confusion.
I need this episode already.
By the end of this, you'll finally feel confident using get and take in daily conversations.
That's a big promise.
And I stand by it.
All right, let me explain why I'm extra excited about this.
Tell me.
3 times last week, Lily corrected my English.
3 times?
3 times. Once at dinner, once in the morning, and once at the store.
Wow, that's a lot of corrections for 1 week.
I know, my confidence took a hit.
What did you say this time?
I said, I'm going to take a new phone.
Oh, yeah, that one hurts.
What? It sounds logical to me.
In English, you don't take a new phone, you get a new phone.
But both mean I end up with a phone, right?
Technically, yes, but English isn't just about meaning, it's also about feeling.
Ah, the feeling again.
Exactly. English loves feelings. Let me give you a picture.
I love pictures. My brain works better with pictures.
Perfect. Imagine this. Get is like receiving a package at your front door.
Okay, I'm standing there.
The package comes to you. You didn't chase it, you didn't grab it, you simply received it.
That feels calm already.
Now imagine take. It's like reaching into a cookie jar.
Oh,
You move your hand, you actively grab the cookie.
so get is passive and take is active.
Exactly. Get is things coming to you. Take is you going to things.
I like that.
Think of get as being a magnet.
A magnet?
Yes, things are pulled toward you.
That's actually a great image.
And take is reaching out and grabbing something on purpose.
Cookie jar, magnet. I won't forget that.
Good. Let's lock it in with real examples.
I'm ready. Start with get.
First one, get a job.
Get a job, not take a job.
Right. The job comes to you. Someone offers it to you.
I got a new job last month.
Perfect. That sounds completely natural.
But wait, is take a job ever correct?
Good question. Yes, it can be, but the meaning changes slightly.
How so?
Take a job often means you accept it, especially if it's not ideal.
Oh, like I had to take a job at a fast food restaurant.
Exactly. You accepted it maybe because you needed money.
So get is neutral. Take adds emotion.
You're catching on fast.
I feel smarter already.
Good. Let's keep going. Let's stay with get a little longer because this word shows up everywhere.
My brain is officially in get mode.
Good. Next phrase, get married.
Oh, I know this one. Definitely get married.
Exactly. You never say take married.
That sounds terrifying.
Right? Marriage isn't something you grab, it's a state you enter.
So you receive the status of being married.
Exactly. I got married last year.
They're getting married in June.
Perfect. Natural and fluent.
Okay, that makes sense. What's next?
Get tired.
Get tired. So tiredness comes to me.
Yes, you don't chase tiredness, it finds you.
Unfortunately, very easily.
Same. I get tired after lunch.
That's me every day.
Or, I'm getting tired, let's go home.
You receive the feeling.
Exactly. And this works for lots of feelings.
Like, get hungry?
Yes, get hungry, get angry, get excited, get nervous.
All emotional or physical states.
Right. English loves using get for changes in how you feel.
My brain feels lighter already.
Good sign. Let's move on. Get home.
Get home means arrive home.
Exactly. I got home at 7 p.m.
Simple. But wait, what about take home?
Great question. Different meaning.
That's like bringing something with me.
Exactly. I took some food home.
So get home equals arrive. Take home equals carry.
Perfect distinction.
This is actually starting to feel logical.
English sometimes hides logic, but it's there.
Okay, what's next?
Get ready.
Get ready. Prepare yourself.
Yes, you move into a state of readiness.
I need to get ready for work.
Perfect.
She's getting ready for the party.
Great. Now try take ready.
Absolutely not. That sounds wrong immediately.
Exactly. Some phrases just don't exist.
My instinct is getting stronger.
That's fluency starting to grow.
I like that feeling.
Now try these. Get better and get worse.
Changes in condition.
Yes, health, situations, skills.
I hope you get better soon.
Perfect.
The weather is getting worse.
Exactly. The change comes to you.
You can't take better or take worse.
Never.
All right, I see a pattern forming.
Tell me the pattern.
Get is for receiving things, changes, and states.
Excellent summary. Let's test it with communication.
Oh, like calls and messages?
Exactly. Get a call, get a message, get an email.
I got your email this morning.
Perfect.
Did you get my message?
Yes, the message traveled to you.
But wait, what about take a message?
Ah, good catch. Different meaning.
That's like writing it down for someone else.
Exactly. Can I take a message?
So the secretary takes the message and the boss gets it later.
Brilliant explanation.
I'm actually having fun now.
Let's add two more very common get phrases.
I'm listening.
Get it, meaning understand.
Oh, I get it now.
Perfect. The understanding arrives in your brain.
That explains so much.
And finally, get along with.
To have a good relationship.
Yes, I get along with my coworkers.
The harmony comes naturally.
Exactly.
Okay, my head is officially full of get.
That's good because now it's time for take.
I've been waiting for this.
Remember, take is about action.
Active verbs, doing things.
Exactly. First one, take a shower.
Take a shower because I actively step into the shower.
Yes, you perform the action.
I take a shower every morning.
Perfect. But can I say get a shower?
In British English, yes, but in American English, take a shower is safer.
Okay, American style, take a shower.
Good. Next phrase, take a break.
Oh, I love this one.
Me too. You actively stop working and rest.
Let's take a break.
Perfect. I took a break after 3 hours of work.
Excellent. But wait, I've heard get a break too.
Yes, but different meaning. Like luck, right?
Exactly. I finally got a break.
English is sneaky.
A little, but once you see the difference, it sticks.
All right, I'm fully in take mode now.
Perfect, because we've got some really useful ones left.
Let's do it.
Next phrase, take a photo.
Take a photo. You actively capture the moment.
Exactly. You lift the camera or phone and do the action.
Can you take a photo of us?
Perfect. Very natural.
But I've also heard get a photo.
Yes, and that works too, but the meaning is slightly different.
Let me guess. Result versus action.
Exactly. Take a photo focuses on the action. Get a photo focuses on the result.
So, did you take photos at the party? Asks about what I did.
Right.
And did you get any good photos? Asks about the outcome.
That's a great way to think about it.
This difference is finally clicking.
Good. Next one. Take time.
Take time. Use time.
Yes, this project takes a lot of time.
meaning it requires time.
Exactly. Or take your time.
Lily says that to me every morning.
Let me guess, you're always rushing.
Always. I'm terrible in the mornings.
Take your time means don't hurry.
That one I definitely use.
Next phrase, take advice.
You actively accept and apply advice.
Exactly. You should take my advice.
I took her advice and applied for the job.
Perfect.
And get advice means receive advice.
Yes, I got some great advice from my mentor.
So get equals receive, take equals use.
That's a great shortcut.
My brain is getting clearer.
Definitely getting, not taking.
I knew you'd say that.
Next, take medicine.
Take medicine. You actively swallow it.
Exactly. Take 2 pills every morning.
I forgot to take my medicine.
Perfect.
But I can get medicine from the pharmacy.
Right. Get means obtain. Take means consume.
This is actually very logical.
Once you see the pattern, yes.
What about transportation?
Great transition. Take a bus, take a taxi, take the train.
All take?
All take. You actively use the transportation.
I take the bus to work every day.
Perfect.
I've definitely said get the bus before.
Very common mistake. In American English, it's take the bus.
What about British English?
Brits often say catch the bus or sometimes get the bus.
Okay, so American style, take.
Exactly.
What's next?
Take notes.
Oh, yes, you actively write things down.
Exactly. I always take notes in meetings.
Did you take notes in class?
Perfect.
Get notes sounds wrong.
It is. Always take notes.
My hands remember that pain from school.
Student life. Last one, take a test.
Take a test, you actively do the exam.
Exactly.
I'm taking my driving test tomorrow.
Perfect.
She took the TOEFL last month.
Great example.
That's a lot of phrases.
It is, so let's test you.
Oh no,
Don't worry, it'll be fun.
I don't trust you.
I'll give you the mistake, you correct it.
Like a quiz.
Exactly. Ready?
My palms are slightly sweaty, but yes.
Wrong sentence. I will take a coffee.
Should be I'll get a coffee or I'll have a coffee.
Perfect.
Coffee comes to me.
Exactly. Next one. I got the bus to work.
Should be I took the bus to work.
Correct. Transportation equals take.
Good. Next, she took married last year. Oh no, she got married last year.
Perfect.
Marriage is a state, not an object.
Exactly. Next, I need to get a shower.
That works in British English, but in American English, take a shower.
Excellent. Next, please get a seat.
Please take a seat.
Correct.
You actively sit down.
Last one. He took home very late.
He got home very late.
Perfect.
Unless he took something home.
Exactly.
I'm feeling confident now.
Good, because we've got a final challenge coming up.
I'm ready.
Quick fire round. No thinking, just feeling.
Uh-oh.
Fill in the blank. I need to blank some sleep.
Get.
Correct. Can you blank a picture of me?
Take.
Yes. She blank a promotion last week.
Got.
Don't forget to blank your medicine.
Take.
What time did you blank home?
Get.
Let's blank a taxi, it's raining.
Take.
I always blank nervous before presentations.
Get.
Perfect score.
Really?
10 out of 10.
I feel like I've passed an exam.
You kind of did.
That nervous feeling I had at the beginning of this episode, it's gone.
That's the best sign of learning.
Something really clicked today.
When confusion turns into clarity, it feels amazing.
Honestly, I feel lighter.
That's what we want for our listeners too.
Let's do a quick review to lock everything in.
Good idea. I'll say the phrase, you repeat it.
All right, let's do this.
Get a job.
Get a job.
You receive a job opportunity.
I finally got a job at a tech company.
Get married.
Get married.
Enter the state of marriage.
They're getting married next spring.
Get tired.
Get tired.
Receive the feeling of tiredness.
I get tired after lunch every day.
Get home.
Get home.
Arrive at home.
What time did you get home last night?
Get ready.
Get ready.
Prepare yourself.
I need to get ready for work.
Get better.
Get better.
Improve in health or quality.
I hope you get better soon.
Get a call.
Get a call.
Receive a phone call.
I got a call from my boss this morning.
Get it.
Get it.
Understand something.
Oh, I get it now.
Perfect. Now let's switch to take.
Bring it on.
Take a shower.
Take a shower.
Actively bathe yourself.
I take a shower every morning.
Take a break.
Take a break.
Actively rest.
Let's take a break. I'm exhausted.
Take a photo.
Take a photo.
Capture an image.
Can you take a photo of us?
Take time.
Take time.
Require or use time.
Take your time. No rush.
Take advice.
Take advice.
Accept and apply advice.
You should take her advice seriously.
Take medicine.
Take medicine.
Consume medicine.
Don't forget to take your medicine.
Take a bus.
Take a bus.
Use bus transportation.
I take the bus to work every day.
Take a test.
Take a test.
Perform an exam.
I'm taking my English test tomorrow.
That's all 16 phrases.
8 with get, 8 with take.
How do you feel now?
Like I climbed a mountain of English and reached the top.
Very poetic.
The view is great up here.
You earned it.
I'm definitely going to practice these with Lily tonight.
That's the best way to lock it in.
I might finally stop getting corrected.
Or should I say, stop being corrected?
See, I'm already thinking more carefully.
That awareness is huge in language learning.
Before we go, let's ask our listeners something.
Good idea.
Which get or take phrase confuses you the most?
Is it transportation, like take the bus?
Or daily routines, like take a shower?
Or emotions, like get tired or get nervous?
Let us know in the comments.
We read every single one.
And if this episode helped you, don't forget to subscribe.
We post new English conversations every day here on TuneIn English,
Share this with a friend who mixes up get and take.
which is basically everyone.
Remember the mental picture.
Get is mail arriving at your door.
Take is reaching into the cookie jar.
Passive versus active.
Receiving versus grabbing.
Keep listening.
Keep learning.
And don't be afraid of mistakes.
Mistakes are how you improve.
Small steps every day.
That's how you become fluent.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.